All right, part two. Here we go. Let's see. I took a different approach to seeing if I can get this to work properly, and I'd like to be sure yet again. So I'll wait maybe about 10 seconds. I'm sure somebody soon will pop up. Feel free to say hello once that is done. I chose a different option for StreamYard. StreamYard is like the simple person's ability to do any content. So here's to hoping that this works out fine. What's up, guys? All right. Remember, I'm very nervous about doing this, but I'm doing what I think is right. And you know what? For better or worse, I think that's all we could always count on in this one life is hoping to do the right thing. Whether it ends up being the right thing, that's not for us to truly decide. So I'm gonna play the audio, and we're gonna see. All right, near the damn speaker. And can you can you hear her? Can we hear her? I know. Can we hear her, guys? I know I'm gonna be attacked. I don't care. I don't care. I feel like I know what matters. Jesus H Christ, really? Is this just not meant to be? I don't understand. I'm gonna play this again. What the fuck is going on? Not again with this shit. Hold on. There's what I don't. This is the strangest thing, but there's nothing short of just my ignorance. All right. So I pause the damn thing, and then it mutes on me. What's the deal with that? I don't understand. But and the attacks, like compared to what she's been going through, it ain't nothing. You know, I think this woman is what? Where the hell am I? Has gone through. There's the mute button up there. All right, so I can hear her. Leave that crap alone, Trisha. I fear you might be right. So you guys cannot hear any of those. You could hear that, but yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. No, yeah, right. Nothing. Fuck. Nothing. I got one more. I got one more thing I can try. Just let me know. Can you hear that voice now? Nothing. Jesus. Okay. All right. Hold on. This is the only thing I know how to do. Stop screen again. Present. Share screen. I don't know why these things decide. Yes, share the damn audio. Let me click that thing over on that side. Click the whole damn screen, which it's not highlighting. Share. All right, here we go. I'm going to try this one last time. And yes, I do believe that she does need support. Okay, so here we go again.
And the original title, everything is date stamped,
Can
okay?
we hear that?
It's date stamped. Why is it sitting at Baby Ray's? I heard it was sold to Baby Ray. Is that true? Y'all
Can
doing
we
all
hear
kinds of illegal
that now?
activities still,
Yes
aren't you?
or no?
Hannah. Still doing illegal activities. Imagine that.
Thank you.
Do you guys have any idea how many cars
So
were illegally?
with that, I'm gonna let this ride. So again, now all right, I feel a little better because that just you feel like you're in such a spot, man. Like you're up against the corner and things have to get fixed right then and there. So I'm doing this because I think just right now the wisest and most practical thing to do is just let the courts do their thing. We all know dead in our hearts for a fact that there are very, very impassioned and angry people with Patty Lynn, and we do not have all the facts. There's way too much nuance. We just don't know. We just don't know. And we have to accept that. And what good is it doing for you, for any individuals that are involved in, even though I know the denial is so thick and strong that she has not been harassed. I think all of us to an extent have experienced what harassment is like on YouTube. And now I can speak for myself. I've experienced what harassment is like off YouTube, and it's terrible. It's deplorable. People calling your phone and just keeping you always on pins and needles, and the stress and the threats. And I have seen the threats towards her. Nobody can deny that. And taking away her ability to make money when she needs to make money, when she's been cut off. You're just going above and beyond to be cruel. So I'm not trying to attack anybody. I'm trying to dissuade anybody from attacking. This is still, regardless, no matter how much you hate her, how much her son, Mr. Upchurch, shows that he wants nothing to do with this woman, his mother. Let them resolve it to the best of their ability. So now, without further ado, just hear her out. Just hear her out and hear the desperation.
Taken from people. When I say illegally taken from people, I'm talking about driven across state lines, hooked up, and pulled back to Tennessee. People were threatened to hand over titles, and then their names were forged and new titles were gotten if somebody got mad at somebody. So here we are now. Gail called my mom crying. And that's right. I'm going to keep posting about her until she apologizes online publicly that she lied about me. There's a timeline.
So some context about that. All right. Okay. I am going to add some context about Gail, which is her sister. All right. At the beginning of that video. And yes, Sly, Patty was just so kind to me, and I'm thankful to the original community and to Ryan Upchurch, and I said that in the first live stream, and I'm gonna continue with that gratitude. Hold on, I gotta do something kind of sneaky. Bear with me here, because I ain't done. I promise you, not by a long shot. But the context I wanted to offer about Miss Gail is that Miss Patty Lynn did find a screen grab where Gail apparently, allegedly, I mean, from her own words, she says, I'm deleting the last video too. Hold on. Before I give you the killing blow, sounds hyperbolic. Yeah, delete. Goodbye. Okay. There's a screen grab of Gail saying, "Oh, I was, she's going to jail, but it has nothing to do with." Should I just go to the location itself? Let me do that. Let me see it. I feel like I may be getting myself more and more involved, but what is she? This is my talk show. That's the name. This. Okay, good. Since I just searched it, let me check her community page, and I'll share what she shared. All right, here is the screen grab. Okay, because she's going to talk about this. She says, this is the Gail lady. "I didn't cry, but I did say I was going to go to jail, but not over a title that she is lying, saying I signed it. It was because I said it was going to her house. Oh, that I was going to her house to beat her ass." And this is, these kinds of things are being encouraged and said, and we're dealing with fire. We're dealing with somebody's safety and livelihood, and I am just really, really hoping to appeal to anybody that is maybe involved in this mess to just let everything play out as it needs to. Nobody needs to help add fuel to the fire. The fire's already burning and it's not going to stop burning. She's in pain, and if she has done wrong, she'll reap the whirlwind for the wrong she has done. Okay, but nobody can say with certainty just because somebody said so. We're innocent until proven guilty. That's how it's supposed to work. Do not be an example of, social media groupthink mob mentality. It's so easy, but please don't. I'm not on any side except for just let them work it out.
That's why I always say timeline and tears. Bitch, timelines. There's a timeline. Ryan went online, slandered me. He has 3 million followers, and all of you little bitches are crying because I had a measly 900 subscribers, and you want me to disappear. You're afraid of somebody with 900 followers. I told Johnny to snipe me because he has followers and I don't. But I'm such a threat. So she called my mom crying.
People are very critical of Patty befriending Gobble. Ryan Upchurch, and Gobble for a spell were friends again, right? And you can speculate as to the why or whatever as to that happening. I think it was true. Like, I think the friendship was legit. Some people really, really seem to think that Ryan was just doing that so he would, lay off or whatever the case. But what use? Speculate until the cows come home. It didn't work out clearly, but this is what it is now. I had imagined that Patty is very much afraid, despite it being so popular for people to say she has no reason to be. You're not living in her shoes. You can't speak on her behalf. You're just speculating. She is afraid. And we all know the saying, the enemy of my enemy, and it breaks my heart that this mother is at odds with her son, and it is killing her. So I think Johnny Gobble is like one of the few people she can go to, and I don't think she's very happy about that. Oh man, here we go. And whatever comments come in, just let them do what they got to do.
Said word for word, she won't leave me alone. She keeps going online talking about me, and I'm about to go to jail. Because she's about to go to jail. So what she literally inadvertently told us was that she forged the title that was in my mother's name to a vehicle that Billy Wayne went and told her, oh, Nanny, it's garbage. And my mother loved that vehicle. She wanted it fixed. It was just the shocks, guys. And it was an old BMW in immaculate condition. And from what I understand, Deardorff's brother's girlfriend is driving it around town now. It's such garbage. It was sold to him.
I don't know allegedly. What the truth is. That'd be very crappy. But since I don't know the truth, I can't really, put my foot down and say one way or the other. But she is pretty much implying that her own sister kind of ripped off the mother. But we don't know what the real outcome is. But she does have titles, and always go to whom has the most evidence. She's the one with the timeline. I haven't seen the other side.
They forged my mother's name because they are all thieves. Isn't it funny how somebody will go online and call you a thief or a drug user because they're a thief and a drug user? Think about it. I don't get online and brag about my college education, brag about this, that, and the other. There's so much about me, guys, you don't know. But she has an issue with me because I didn't want anything to do with her. Ryan didn't want anything to do with her until he got mad at me. You can't be a person who does not believe in doing drugs and alcohol and be surrounded by people who do nothing but drugs and alcohol.
I can definitely vouch for myself about that. I have changed people, places, things since I've gone on yet another break. I know nobody's perfect, and anybody that says they are or even tries to pretend to be, you're lying to yourself, okay? Embrace that we are all flawed. But obviously, anybody that's trying to be cleaned up cannot be in an environment surrounded by all of the things that she talks about.
Exactly. I could give a fuck about who streams me because I'm not here trying to get rich off YouTube, because you can't get rich off YouTube unless you're, got 3 million subscribers and you do music. Sorry for not reading the chat, because if I look over at the chat, I'll lose my train of thought. So, Gail, go online and tell the truth. You lying little bitch. Go online and tell.
So I got to bear in mind, that the other side has given her the vitriol, and she's returning that energy. My recommendation, Patty, even though at this point it's been a while enough, right? Probably nothing to you. I'm sure you remember me though. It's so challenging, and I've learned my own lessons. It's so challenging to be graceful when you try to reach out and reason with the opposition, with the people that are already angry and chasing you with all the hatred and negativity, toxic, language. Meeting that same energy with the same energy is it's a catch-22. It damns both of you. So it's hard to try to be the one to ask for a ceasefire or peace. But if you're doing it and in the same breath calling somebody, a bitch and that and the other, I don't think you're gonna inspire any hearts and minds to change. I, I just have to say what I've been feeling. I've been, still, while I've been doing all the political stuff and the comic book stuff. That's why all my shorts are. I've been keeping an eye on this stuff because just I'll always feel invested because of how this channel even became to be. And if everybody wants to leave behind because I'm speaking how I feel, that's fine. It just means it was never meant to be. I'm at peace with that.
The truth. Ryan, go online and tell the truth. Ryan, call your dogs off. Call your dogs off for relentlessly harassing me and harassing Johnny. Do you know what's funny? She calls and cries to my mom. Do you know, I'm going to get really, really candid with you guys right now. In February, I'm not ashamed, I was in the hospital because I lost contact with my son.
This is where the emotional heartstrings got pulled. I've been there in the hospital after an attempt, Baker acted and all that. And to me, it seems pretty authentic. It is about the son and her lack of a relationship with it, the falling out. Everybody could say it's about the money, it's about the money. You're not the mother going through this situation. Everybody is unique in their own way, no matter how unalike we are.
My son, there were issues. I got in a fight with Brandon because of drugs. Brandon, I'm not done with Brandon. We're going to talk about Brandon in a couple nights. I'm telling all on Brandon too. Because you know why? I have tried to get them to settle this shit. I even offered to give over houses if they would leave me the fuck alone. And they said, okay, we're going to do it. But when I wouldn't sign a non-disclosure, they decided, no, we're not going to do it. Well, everything's off the table now.
So if that's true, I have to side with Patty, even though it could have been in her best interest to concede and sign an NDA and then vow never to speak about all of it or any of it ever again. and sign all the houses back or away or whatever the real situation is. But as somebody that does respect the need to have a voice, I empathize and I understand with refusing to do so. And I think enough damage has been done to where she has every right to speak her mind and her piece throughout the entire mess that this has been. And it's heartbreaking. It is, truly. And how everybody's been tribalized, and that even, Ryan Upchurch has gone so far as to abandon his channel. I'm sure he's going through a hell of a lot of pain too. I just hope that the people that think they're doing any favors by attacking people he doesn't like, disagreed with, or especially his family and mother, just understand that's not really helping anybody.
Because You guys, I've given you chance after chance after chance to call people off of me, and even offered just to sign away, everything and not get any of my royalties, which I don't get, by the way. They stole royalties from their brother, Sonny Bama. Are you watching Sonny Bama? You illegally went into CDM Shift. You own it. I get it. You own CMD Shift, but you took already distributed funds that were distributed to my three sons' accounts. You went into those and you retook already paid money back. That's stealing. That's stealing.
So that
They have
sounds like
tried
it's
to
going to be hard to prove in a court of law, especially if the money is owned by the individual she named. I don't know what the courts would say when it's money due as form of payment. If there was a contract written up, if there's something in writing or recorded, then I think she can pursue that. Otherwise, though, that might be a battle lost. Just my 2 cents.
leave us broke so that we can't have anything. Rusty Truck, Crack Squad, Seeper, all you dumb motherfuckers have mass reported my reselling site also, so I wouldn't have money there. You guys are so desperate to leave me broke, but here I come again, right? You guys seem to forget. Ryan, you seem to forget too. You seem to forget. You wrote a lot about me in a lot of your music. You seem to forget that the day that you were about to be jumped by 7 men, you were sitting on the hood of my Ford Explorer trying to fight somebody else, and 7 grown men tried to jump you. What did I do? I ran my ass into the house, the baseball bat, and threatened to smear every one of them's brains all over the pavement. I'm not scared of y'all. I'm not a liar. I'm not a thief. I've never used drugs. I've never drank. And you guys are slandering me. And the buck stops fucking here, because I'm going to come and tell everything about everybody until you tell everybody to leave me the fuck alone. Rusty Truck, leave me the fuck alone. Seeper, leave me the fuck alone. All you fucking losers, leave me the fuck alone. I'm fucking sick of it. Rusty Truck, you mentioned in your live, you got 2 moles, by the way, and they tell me everything. You said that I agreed to set Johnny Goble up with lodging. That's a fucking lie. So get ready, motherfuckers, because you're going to get your cease and desist in play. And then I'm going to beg you to say my fucking name. Say my fucking name. Say it.
I understand the passion with all my heart. I truly do. And the anger, and it feels so righteous and vindicated, and you're out for blood. But meeting that aggression with the same aggression is just going to guarantee a war that will never stop. And when you're talking about individuals that are outside of the court process, even though there's a lot of buzzing bees talking about this and that person is going to be served, who knows? And I cannot sit here and pretend to know the individuals that were named, have done everything that she has said. Although I'll put an exception with with one I've had a run in with a couple times. It's that individual style. It's not who you think it is. I think Sly knows exactly who I'm talking about, though. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, how hard is it? I'm armchair quarterback and trying to dictate what would be best for her. Her choosing to do this is her taking her power back. It's her feeling human again, because she has been essentially, I think, isolated, scared, mostly alone. What a shock to her life and her system to lose all the support she had, and that's a lot. I can't imagine the toll that has taken on her. So she's understandably angry. Now the ultimate question, the $5 million question is what she's doing helping her cause or hurting her cause? What is her attorney saying? There's transcripts and all that, and I haven't gone quite that deep into it like other people that have chosen to cover this stuff. But that's what I don't know. If I was in her shoes, I know I'd want to go for the jugular, name names, and put it all out there. And hell, there is a huge toxicity on these YouTube streets, on all social media platforms but it's impossible to avoid. It's unavoidable, period. It always exists. And it sucks that we have to learn how to coexist or kind of block it out, which is what I've accepted sometimes has to be done. But I don't know the answer personally myself. I leave that to each and every one of you on every which side possible regarding this situation. I just don't know if this is the best. While it may be cathartic, I don't know. Maybe it's hurting her. But I imagine her just essentially living up here, and she mentions there was no heat in the winter and, no water. You can't fault her for being this pissed off. And if she can prove that the individuals that she thinks or knows did mass report her site and ceased her ability to make money, that is something that is legally pursuable. That I unequivocally. And cyber stalking laws are different state to state, but there are cyber stalking laws. It's just, and you don't need an IP address to prove it or to make a case. You just need to be able to prove that, that is who that is. I'm no lawyer. I'm just offering what I'm thinking here. Hate on me for that if you'd like.
I fucking dare you. Because I'm done. I didn't steal from my son. Belis is so fucked up on drugs, he thinks that the money I was paying to a Regions banking account to our security winter group was money I was embezzling. You dumb motherfucker, quit drinking the lean, quit taking the pills, quit smoking the weed, quit eating the mushrooms. You're fucking ridiculous. You're fucking ridiculous. I can prove everything. You guys put me at risk. I had to hire Tamara to come down to protect me because y'all, Deerdorf, Ryan, Loose, all you dumb motherfuckers, Billy, all y'all, busy out here playing, running around on four-wheelers along with the guards who were supposed to protect me, would send me to the bank to get thousands and thousands of dollars to stuff in a safe so you guys had money to go balling buying drugs, go balling on your bitches, go balling out of town and hand people like it was just fucking candy.
So that right there, I don't think that is helping her currently, being that there is active, court proceedings happening. I think that kind of information, I mean, I don't know. I haven't checked. There's no video of it, I don't think. I haven't read transcripts yet again, but I don't know the value of exposing all of that. But then again, as somebody who would rather expose the truth, I get it, but I hope she's thinking as logically as possible because it's so easy for our emotions to get the better of us. And I feel for all the parties involved, the family and the real fans. I feel for them all, but mostly nothing more than Patty and Ryan. And I wish that they didn't need to do it like this. He's disappeared off YouTube, which maybe I think for his career's sake was the wisest move. And so yeah, now I'm left with truly wondering, is this the best for her? But I still my appeal, my plea, it's still there. Like, please, if you are engaging in any activity that is trying to harm this woman, that's malicious, please just think of your own mother. Yeah, I know you probably think, well, my mother never did this or that or the other. You don't know. You weren't there. You're not in their skin, and you never know, out of any sort of pain or frustration or fear, what people say to one another or to you. If you believe you're on the right side, it could be completely twisted because our perceptions are different. So please let this family do what they have to do to get where they need to be.
I know all the drug dealers. I know everything that went wrong. Be loose. I know all about your girl being part of it, probably. And I'm
okay, and that right there was like probably the most damning statement. I know everything about what your girl B. Luce's girlfriend was doing. Pause. Probably. Once you start chipping away at the confidence in your conviction, they're gonna jump all over that, and I already saw comments to that effect.
I'm about to drop the bomb on her too. I'm fucking done.
Please don't do that if you're not sure, Patty. Please don't do that. I I would have to relinquish my support putting myself out there if you pulled somebody that truly doesn't have anything to do with it. So we'll see, right? We will see.
Y'all lying motherfuckers have lied and told people I've sold, and the lawyer has sent me paperwork 3 times trying to shut this shit out. But then they start backpedaling because they don't want me to speak on it. I'm speaking on it. I'm motherfucking speaking on it now. That was the worst environment I ever lived in my entire life. I was around violence, drugs, guns, people getting mad, shooting guns in the air.
This would be information more useful to law enforcement.
My son threatening me with guns. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I have 3 other sons. 3 other sons. Pull your pants up, be a man, and tell people to leave your fucking mother alone. Because I've done nothing but put my dreams on hold to support yours, and I fucking regret it. I regret it. I fucking regret it. Fuck all of y'all. Don't ever put your dreams off for somebody else and sit by and let people just shit all over you. I'm sick of being shit on, and goddamn it, I'll take every one of those fucking houses. Beelus, Billy Wayne, Deerdorf, y'all better fucking pack, because I got a lawyer now. That's fucking right. I got a lawyer now, and guess what?
Wait, like now, like just recently? That's something that should have been sought out quite some time ago, and this is an easy way to just motivate your enemies even further, and to go ahead and have them find other people to join the haterade communities. Just please try to think a few steps ahead, Patty. Miss Patty Lynn.
Blue Moon is 100% in my name, and I will not stop until they liquidate every fucking bit of that, so that y'all motherfuckers are homeless like y'all tried to do to me last fall. I was in the hospital in February because I tried to commit suicide because of the grief of the loss of my relationship with Ryan. It had nothing to do with money. Nothing. I wanted to die because of that, and they all laughed and made fun of me. They made fun of me. They didn't reach out to me. Ryan posted he wished I would die and he would piss on my grave. The emotional abuse I put up with from Brandon too and Ryan over the past 5 years, nobody should ever have to put up with. Nobody. Brandon's not innocent. Brandon wouldn't let me talk to anybody. He caught me talking to another performer who actually liked me, and he cornered me in my bedroom, and my youngest son about kicked his ass. My youngest son. Because he was yelling at me and said and at the time it scared me because I didn't know Brandon that well. And I was scared. I was like, quit, you're scaring me. And he was going the fuck off of me, and I'd never seen that side of him because he was mad because I was talking to another man. And this is the shit that I've had to live for the past 5 years. I am so thankful that I don't have to live that anymore. But I'll be damned if I'm going to stand by and let all of you fucking lie on me. Judy, Gail, you are a sorry excuse for a human being.
Just being fair, not even devil's advocate, not contrarian, but 5 years. And when I met you on a live stream on your page, and when I've seen your content from the past, there were no real alarms that were being shown until things went really sour. So I just hope you may have something better prepared as a statement, because it's definitely going to come into question your behavior and your activities during the time before the past 10 months or so. If it was so bad for 5 years, that long ago, what efforts were you taking to get out of that situation? Or were you just enduring until it got to be too much to handle? Would be my honest question.
Ryan Edward, I'm so ashamed of you. I'm so ashamed of you. Never would I ever thought that if I would have put all my shit on hold to make sure you got your dreams, that you would have kicked me to the curb and left me and not giving a fuck whether or not I could pay for food. I lived in this house for 2 months with no hot water and no heat in the dead of winter. You guys are trash.
So when I saw that the first time, I felt pretty awful. And, it stuck with me. And as a result, I decided to just get on here and make any appeal that I could for people to just remember generic kindness, for people to simply remember, you know, how would you feel if your mother felt that much pain? Just try to appeal to your better self, your higher, as my father would say and taught me, not your primal mind thinking, but your higher mind thinking. Please remember that she has just come forward and said she nearly ended her own life, and she was in a hospital. I'm sure there's a lot of doubt. It had nothing to do with money. I'm sure. Oh, you were only hurting because of your son. I'm sure she did. And I saw people scrutinizing her for saying every mother's supposed to put their dreams on hold for their children. Well, she did, and he achieved them. And I think that would be both of their dreams, if anything. So it's really hard to take a kind of stuck in the middle position, but I just know and I'm confident in saying we can all do better, be better, and show that we're capable of, I don't know, just appealing to, again, that higher mind thinking, just trying to do whatever we can so that this family can begin the process of hashing it out without all the extra stuff getting involved. Although, when somebody continues to go online, and that finger can be pointed at both Patty and Ryan Upchurch, both of them were going online, and there are still people that are involved that are not family and that are family that are still making it a public fiasco. Like, cannon fodder for the tabloids. I don't have the answers, but all I do have is a plea that I hope doesn't fall on all deaf ears. Hopefully, maybe just one person is like, you know what? I've done enough. There's enough pain involved, and I don't want somebody's blood on my hands at the end of the day. Because don't for a moment think that somebody within this family is not capable of doing something to harm themselves or one another or somebody else or somebody outside of the family that feels so passionate about somebody in the family doing something, thinking that that's what was wanted from the get-go. There's too much room for error. So please, for once, I'll say, think with your heart. Please. That's all. This is the last time. I've said this months and months and months ago, but this is all I wanted to put out there from myself. Just that. Just this. And that's it. Now I'll say thanks for joining, and please take advantage of having the communication and connection with your family. Hug them tight. Right now, my mother is 78, and I'm doing my best to take care of her. I got healthy to take care of my family. My father, I'm doing what I can to make sure he doesn't have to keep working his damn ass off. He's got emphysema, he's got diabetes, and I'm trying to make sure he makes the right decisions and sees all the doctors that he needs to. And we are all in this together, whether we're blood or not. We all owe it to ourselves and one another to just try and make each other's lives just that more easier, that much more easier. All right, well, it's officially my birthday. I've officially turned 26 years old. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. That's it. Good night, one and all. Okay. Good night.